Hey there, everybody. This is Sage from Fandom City, and we're here with another Star Wars update from Disney's D23 Expo. And we're here to talk about the Rise of Skywalker panel that went down at the D23 Expo today, because there were some jaw-dropping events. Specifically one, and then the other thing was just sort of like a nice thing. But before we get to that, he is a co-host on the Fandom City Pod, which airs Wednesdays on Mixlr. It's McMahon. What's happening, man?
Oh, man, it's a great day. I'm excited to talk about this.
I still kind of can't believe it's real. I don't know any other way to put it than that. Not to try to sound like a skeptic, not to bring any negativity into the universe, but I was busy this morning. We were out, we got back. I finally had a chance to sit down, and the first thing I see from a very unreliable person, now let me just state that, just because you're small time doesn't mean you're unreliable. We here at Fandom City are small time, and we are trying to grow with the help of all of you who are listening to this or watching this right now. Small time places can get things right. Look at Cinelinx with the Kenobi scoop this past week. But some places just don't have a very good track record, and they just put a bunch of clickbait stuff out there, and that's what I seen. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to read into that. And then I seen John Campea posted it, and then I seen Christian Harloff posted, and then to top off those two, and those two are reliable guys, I seen Hollywood Reporter post it, and I was like, holy shit. That's right, I said shit. This is real. And that is at Disney's D23 Expo. You're going to have to wait just a few minutes before we cover that. That's right, what a tease. Because first we're going to talk about the Rise of Skywalker teaser poster. What did you think of the poster, man?
Oh, man, when I saw it, it was just on my cell phone screen at an anniversary party for my aunt and uncle, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It looked visually stunning, and then I came home and saw it on my computer screen and said, holy crap, that's Palpatine. I looked at it a bunch of times, showed it to a few relatives in the family who also are Star Wars fans, and nobody noticed Palpatine in the background. And it's not like I've got a small cell phone screen either. It's a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, so it's a fairly large screen for as far as cell phones go. Mm-hmm. And nope, did not see Palpatine until I got home. But I like it. I enjoyed it. The weird part for me is when I see Palpatine and I notice it evokes the scene from Lion King where Simba is looking up into the stars and sees Mufasa. That's just what it evokes to me. I don't know if that's even remotely intentional. If it is, it's a little weird. But that's what it evokes to me, and that's not a bad thing. It evokes a good memory, and it makes me intrigued for, this, because ghostly Palpatine watching the battle beneath him. I love it. I think it fits. I'm excited. I love the poster. I want to hang it on my wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a man cave / split with my little guy's bedroom, as he's not here too often, and it's gonna be decorated with a lot of stuff that he likes. But I'm gonna have my own little corner where we're gonna have a bunch of Halloween and Star Wars stuff, and the Halloween stuff's going to have to face away from him because I don't think he'd appreciate that at 11 years old. I love the poster. Part of it made me feel like it's a little cartoony and not necessarily buyable as live action, specifically Palpatine. He looked more like Palpatine from like Rebels or Clone Wars than actually Ian McDiarmid. But it is what it is. All in all, it's a good poster. That said, The Last Jedi has a great poster too. Not that we're beating on The Last Jedi. If you like it, that's great. It's not for everybody. Then again, neither is The Force Awakens. Film is subjective, and that's one thing you'll hear us say here on Fandom City a lot. Let's get to the big stuff, though, man. Let's get right to it. They show the sizzle reel, and the sizzle reel's followed up with like a little teaser. And at the end of the teaser, there's Rey in a dark cloak with a double-bladed, customized red lightsaber, swinging it around. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, it's tough. I mean, obviously I haven't seen it because I wasn't there, so I've only heard the things people have had to say about it, and I don't know what I feel about it yet. I'm intrigued by the idea. I mean, I've seen the mock-up picture that's been floating around the web,
Mm-hmm.
and it intrigues me. I mean, I use that word a lot, but it does. I'm enthralled at the possibilities of this, but I don't know. I mean, obviously every major good guy has flirted with the dark side in some form or another. Anakin full on fell. Luke flirted with it, and now Rey's obviously they're putting her up with her own struggle with the dark side, and I'm okay with that. Because you need that balance. But I think I don't think it's a red herring. I don't think it's it could turn out to be a vision of some sort. But I think this is really going to happen, and I'm excited for that possibility because it's it's different. It's not something I saw coming. They spent the entire film of The Last Jedi teasing and flirting with the idea of Rey turning to the dark side for her to staunchly stand on the good side. So I'm intrigued to see where this newfound fascination with the dark side is going to come from. I'm excited for the story. It excites me, and that's something that I haven't felt in a long time for cinematic Star Wars. So I'm happy. I'm excited again.
Clever play on words there. I was about to call you out on it. Uh, I, oh man, I'm so. First of all, I love the idea of it. Just so we're clear, it's not like I don't love the idea of it. I do. That said, I'm not sure how how like if someone told me I could win $10 million if I guessed it right, I would say that this is a vision because why give this away in a trailer? Why is StarWars.com talking about it? Why are they posting it on their Facebook? It just almost seems like they're being so aggressive with it that, yeah, it's in the movie, but it's not going to go the way you think it will, or something along those lines. Um, I I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time buying that they would put this out here. But then again, I guess one of the reasons I'm having a hard time buying it is full disclosure here, and you guys can call BS all you want on this. I know a lot of what happens in this movie already. It's the luxury of, knowing certain people. Um, and it's not like I'm the only person that has this luxury because a lot of people know certain people and to protect their identity. That's what I will say. Um, and it's been available online, some things, but I'll tell you what, never has there been a sniff of this. Not one article, not one mention, not one tweet, not one conversation I've had with this person has this ever come up. Does that make you believe that? I mean, obviously it's not fake or they wouldn't have shown it. But now it sort of, for me, calls everything into question. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I've done my absolute level best to stay completely spoiler free. I don't want to know anything. That's
And it's
part
been
of what.
hard because, like, I know so much that definitely is happening. And even having a conversation, he's like, oh, I can't mention this, I can't mention that. And, I mean, you know how I felt about the last movie. I don't knock anybody who loves the last movie. That's great. Awesome. I watched it the other night again for the first time in a long time. I actually enjoyed my viewing. I enjoyed it more than I have any other time I've seen the movie, which caught me off guard. But I'd have to be really, really happy about some of the things that are supposed to happen in this movie for me to have the excitement level that I do. And yet I have never heard anything about this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've done my level best to stay away from anything. So I have no preconceived notions, no formulated ideas of what could or couldn't happen. But it's it's difficult, because I can see both sides. I can see this both being a red herring and being a huge part of the story. So I don't, I can't really answer that without the knowledge that you have. It's hard for me to say one way or the other because I don't have the knowledge of events that you do.
And I get that. I totally get that. And I'm not holding that against you or anybody else. And I'm not saying that this isn't true because obviously they don't show it if this isn't going to happen. I'm just saying that the context that this happens might not be what everyone thinks it is, and maybe we need to, you know, calm down with the predictions of, oh, it's happening, Kylo's turning good and Rey's turning bad, and that's going to be the end battle. We need to remember there's one movie left. And I'm telling you, have I not been saying to you, I have no idea how they're going to fit everything that I know into one movie that's around the 2 hour and 20-minute mark, unless they're going to go endgame with this and release something that's closer to 3 hours. Have I not been saying that to you prior to this knowledge coming out? And now that this knowledge is out, I'm sitting here going, again, I have no idea how they're fitting all this into one movie.
Yeah, you've definitely alluded in the past that it's going to be a jam-packed film at the length we're rumored to be right now. So adding this in, I really, I have no, I mean, I think we're going to be closer to the 3 hour mark than the 2 hour mark.
I hope we are for everything that I've heard, or else it's going to feel super rushed. It felt super rushed before getting this, and maybe this is something that's taken care of in a minute in a vision, much like Rey's The Force Awakens vision was. Or maybe like, because the last thing I want to see is, oh, Rey gets captured. Oh, 5 minutes later, she's darkside Rey. You'd have to have some sort of time jump, I would think.
Oh yeah, I mean, just the Leia of it all, certainly implies that we're going to need some sort of time jump. So I don't know, when that's going to happen and what exactly that's going to be. We could just do a shot, and then jump a year, 2 years, something like that, and throw the story on its head and then resolve it from that point. But I don't see them quite going that chaotic, just because it'd be too difficult to follow. But it's with one story left, it's hard for me to see them throwing away 2 films of build. But at the same time, this is JJ, and obviously he did 7 and had a vision for where the story should go, and we don't exactly know how well that vision was followed in 8. Everybody says it's all sunshine and roses, but what else are they going to say, right? JJ's not going to come out and say, yeah, he pissed all over my trilogy and now I don't know what to do. No, he's never going to say that. He might well think it in private, but in public he's never going to say that.
Yeah, and I know that might turn some people off of this channel, and we don't want you to do that. It's just, look, you're entitled to your opinions on the movies, and we're entitled to ours. We will approach it, though, from a completely unbiased manner. We always do. That is one thing we hold ourselves to. That is going to do it, though, for this video. We have sadly run out of time, and there's more to talk about, so hopefully we'll get a chance to put a second video up a little later tonight. Because we have some theories as to, at least I do, so there will be a video. Whether it's with McMahon or not will depend on his availability. Hopefully he is available. I have a theory on where this could lead if it is real and not a vision, and I think there is some proof to the pudding. You can follow us on Twitter at Fandom City Pod, same thing on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook, Fandom City, and or if you're a Halloween fan, Halloween Kills 2020. Don't forget to click that like button, click the bell to be notified of all of our new videos, and subscribe to us. Pretty please. We would love to have your support. May the Force serve you well. Yeah, let's go with serve you well. We'll go Sith today.